Outside of my urban apartment walls, surrounded by an impressive moat of strip malls, Starbucks, and 4 rings of suburbs, the wilderness lurks. It's the Midwest, angry and untamed. Kamikaze deer hurtle themselves into compact cars while wolves run wild and eagles strip flesh from fresh fish. Lumbering throughout the forest, blanketing this part of the world, bears sniff the air for honey, beer, and human flesh. Intent on seasoning and consuming humans, ultimately washing them down with a nice cold brew. A few years ago, a bear drank 36 cans of Rainier beer, but wouldn't touch beer brewed by Busch. Obviously, any beer with a taste for a particular type of beer who can still identify which is which after his 35th is more intelligent than we give him credit for. There are people, hundreds of thousands of people, who drink Busch and Busch Light, an absolutely terrible beer by all accounts, thus proving themselves less intelligent than bears. Just as I would not go to a bar where people regularly drink Busch, I would not go to a forest where a bear might identify me as a viable source of good beer, which I tend to be. I've heard from a well-known source, Fox News-like in its unbiased accuracy, that the preferred form of sustenance for bears is human face. A bear will eat your face and not even care. There have been many recorded cases of bears killing people by eating only their faces, drinking all of their imported beer, and lumbering away, never to be seen again. These are people who spent much of their lives camping, fishing, and hunting, people who contribute to the World Wildlife Federation and own global positioning systems. These are the kind of mountain men and women who could saw off their own arms if necessary. I, on the other hand, hyperventilate when I see geese hissing at me from behind their angry one-eyed stare, and am petrified by paper cuts. Why then put myself in the backyard of a 600 to 1,800 pound predator? I've done very little physical activity in my life, and as such imagine myself to be tender and delicious. I've been told that bears can run upwards of 100 miles per hour, and some have even been known to fly. Often in the wild, people point to what they assume is a squirrel in a tree, only to realize too late that it is a bear on the hill in the distance, which then closes the gap between the two of them at 100 miles per hour to viciously devour a face.